Welcome to Revelator for another Riding Times, and well, got a big trail here to explore. I haven't done it before, so give it a go. And this pretty much goes on for miles and miles, this one. So I'm just gonna go along it, see how far it gets. Don't really know the full scope of it. It's a trail that's been there. Some sections have been sort of closed off, so there's only so far that I can go on it. As I say, other sections have been completely blocked off for all sorts of vehicles, all sorts of traffic, and it forms an old highway from many years ago. So it's well, just see where it goes. So basically, got a valley floor to my right and sort of ridge line to my left up on the high ground. So I'm just right at the base of the hills, at the foothills here. It's still really dry. We've had some rain, would you believe, recently, but it's still really dry. So you know, it's still easy going. But I'm still, you know, not taking it easy. I say I've not been here before. Well, that was a massive, massive drop through the trees there. There's actually a quarry I can see. Yeah, an old Fielding quarry. Wow, that's huge. I can't really. I'm keep on looking to see if I can see a little way through there just to see it, but no, there's nothing there. Anyway, I'm going to keep it going and see how far I get. Always conscious of walkers and, you know, horse riders and stuff coming in the opposite direction, so, you know, I'm going to always just take it easy in that regard. These are just like glory trails, really, aren't they? They're just amazing. Just, you know, chugging along here, third gear, keeping the revs low, you know, incognito as I like to go. Some moguls here. Yeah, so they've blocked off certain areas, and other areas they've sort of kept it going. So on here, that's right up here. Beauty, absolute beauty. Look at this. Very nice. And there you can see the valley floor there. Just on the pegs here. Get a bit of a better view of the trail ahead. Just where the wheels want to go. Beauty, absolute beauty. So you can pretty much see to my left, there's the big rising terrain there. So right at the foot of the ridge line here. Nice. Beauty. Wow. Got a few moguls here, so I might as well just come up on the pegs, let the bike just dance beneath me. Beauty. Very nice. And this is nice, just nobody out here at all. Famous last words, I'm sure. But nobody out here at all, just riding the trails. Beauty. You know, no other sort of people, horses, cars, bikes, whatever, push bikes. Just nice just to be out on the trail and just... And that's why, you know, I always come out usually, you know, during the week, when most people are at work, or, you know, really early hours of the morning. You know, if I'm riding around early hours of the morning, I tend to try and find a trail to ride as well, because that's when you know you're just going to have a nice easy ride, or a nice pleasurable ride, I should say. That's the word I'm looking for. Nice. Just let the bike dance beneath me here. Just up on the pegs. It's easier when you're up on the pegs in many ways. Well, it is. Because I say, you're not feeling it through your body. You're only, you know, sort of compressing it through your legs, and you're, you know, pivoting on your knees. So squeezing the tank with your thighs, or the top of your bottom of your knees. And it's just a, you know, a better round, more control as well. So you got the view, but you got the control as well. And when the bike does want to dance around beneath you, then you just, you know, you just let it do what it wants to do. Oh, absolute scorcher. Absolute scorcher. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Afternoon. Thank you. Nice. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. thing is, every now and again I'm getting the sun that's cutting across the visor and sort of blinding me a little bit, so I'm just being a bit aware of that, going over the moguls. Over the moguls, you know what I mean when I say about the moguls, of course. Yeah, just over lots of bumps, deep bumps. Just got away from the tree line. Nice. Right, underneath the motorway. Wow. Beauty. This is so cool, so nice. Lovely. Wow, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful tracks. I mean, I could imagine this in the winter becoming a bit of a rutted mess, you know what I mean? But right now, it's all compacted. Even the ends of the tracks, you know, the kind of the mini ruts, as it were, they're sort of rounded off a little bit. So it's actually, you know, still got to have your wits about you, but it's, you know, it's sort of easy going, especially up on the pegs, getting a good view ahead. You do tend to change your viewing habits. You are kind of more focusing on the actual track directly ahead of you, as opposed to looking all the way up over there in the distance where you would on the road. Over here, you're kind of, you know, looking just in front of you just to see if there's any issues that you need to get to grips with. Good afternoon. Right, nice. Lovely. Starting to flatten out a little bit here. Let's just make sure that's it, the pads on my knees are covering my knees. Good afternoon. Oh, beauty. Absolute beauty. Wow. Okay, photo opportunity taken. Nice. Beauty. Oh Christ, I mean there's only so many, you know, descriptive words that you can use really, you know. It's just it's just glorious, you know, riding out on these things. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm a great believer that you can go anywhere, and even if you're not supposed to be on a trail per se, you know, like it's just like a footpath, or it really depends how you ride your bike would determine what kind of reaction you get. Now obviously there's always going to be some people saying no, you can't go here, blah blah blah, but actually if you're really friendly, I'm a great believer in it. I say to date, touch wood, I'm surrounded by wood, so you know, I've never had a problem. Never had. In fact, I've been surprised at how friendly and welcoming a lot of people are. Yeah, you get lots of strange looks. Don't get me wrong. Is to say, oh, you shouldn't be here, should you? But at the same time, you know, it's it's been really good, really positive. So, and I think a lot of these trails, I mean, this is a really popular one, so that's why you're seeing lots of people, and it's a weekend, of course. But a lot of these kind of older trails that nobody ever uses. You know, horse riders don't use them, walkers don't, because they're really back and beyond. And these are kind of ancient trails, really. And you think, well, obviously they are used every now and again because they're still passable. But what I'm saying is they're not used with any kind of regularity. So, you know, I sometimes think, you know what, they should actually change the law. They should change the law so that it enables, but the thing is, how do you police it? You know, it's sensible riding, sensible motorcycling, you know, along these. Or that you can have a pass that goes along, you know, for certain times of the year, or you're not allowed to have noisy motorcycles, you know what I mean? They've got to be, you know, relatively quiet. So, you know, you can't go when in the winter when it's sort of wet. Do you know what I mean? You know, it'd be a good compromise. You know, it'd be a good compromise, you know, for people just to go out and explore and see things on their bikes, on their motorbikes. You know, but it's still, you know, a good place to go, you know. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And especially if you're riding like this, and I'm not trying to come across as being a saint or anything, but what I'm saying is, you know, you treat people as you want to be treated. So you treat people like a twat, they're going to treat you like a twat. You know, you hoon around their place, they're all immediately going to put the defences up. But if you're very respectful and friendly yourself, then do you know what? It kind of, you know, it's karma, isn't it? You know, what you give out, you get back. If that indeed is karma, I have no idea, but it sounds good anyway, doesn't it? But I think if they change the laws and say, do you know what? You are allowed to go out on these trails, but, you know, you can't go out. You can't go on them, oh sorry, as a stepping stone, let's say. You can't go out on them from October to May or something. You know, so if you really want that bug that you want to go out riding, then, you know, middle of the year, be fine. Or they could restrict it to sort of engine size or age limit. They could even have an age limit on it. I don't know, but there is definitely a way of being able to do it and getting responsible biking out onto these tracks, you know. Right, where are we going now? Yeah. Let's go through here, I think. Right. Beauty. Oh, and it just goes on and on, this ridge. I mean, basically it just follows the ridge line from a north-south sort of line, and it just goes on for miles and miles. Yeah, it crosses, you know, paved roads or tarmac roads, but literally they're quick hops and away you go again, you know. Beauty. I'm not really a David Attenborough type, but I do enjoy coming out to Country and seeing all the wildlife that there is. And it's amazing what you come across. It really is. You know, deers, crikey, wild horses, you know, all sorts of, you know, small mammals, you know, squirrels, whatever, rats. Farm animals, or strayed farm animals, pets, crikey. As I say, deer, muntjac, all sorts of sizes. Right. So just hitting this little bit of tarmac road here, and then it's going to go straight over onto more stuff here. The Centurion race. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I thought he was coming this way. Blimey. Good afternoon. Lovely. Good afternoon. Afternoon. Wow, I think I passed the racers there. So this just goes on, and I'm pretty much coming near the end of this trail now, and then it's sort of, well, it's kind of, it's still there, as in it kind of follows a line, but it's all across, it's no public access, it follows fields and footpaths and stuff like that, so it's nowhere near anything like this. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, so on a right and a left. Right, okay, so gotta make a right here, I think. Let's just there we go, yeah, okay. Left up here. Wow, look at the view here. Beautiful. It's kind of flattened out a little bit now. Yeah, the ground is undulating and sort of hilly, as it were, ish. But the high ground is really all the way out there now. I've sort of come away. That trail sort of took me further and further away from the, you know, from the okay, now, is that it? Do you know what? Let's give it a go. I'm not sure if this is correct, but I'll give it a go anyway. That's better. Right. That's weird, it's just that little hedge sticking out there. You do have to be careful coming across sort of fields like this, because you actually don't know sometimes if the trail is there still, and underneath the grass it could be sort of ploughed, and it could be lots of sort of just holes and ruts in there that's kind of obscuring everything. So, you know, all I would say is, you know, cover your brakes and, you know, just go really, really slowly on these. I mean, unless you're going to hoon it around and then keep the front wheel off the front, then, you know, you haven't really got much to be concerned about per se. Right, so there is something here. I don't know. No, that doesn't exist anymore, does it? No, that trail's gone. Oh, no, it's not gone, but it's all completely overgrown. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is head back the way I came, and then just get out on another route, I think. There we go. Alright. At least I know I've been on this one. Lovely. Well, so I'm going to go along an alternative route now. See if this works. That was completely blocked off to me, wasn't it? So there's no way I was going to be able to get through that. What I'll do, I'll head out here. Now that's where those trees end. That's the end of the official, you know, the trail. But there's this kind of little spur that goes off and it actually takes me onto the main road. So let's go and check this out. Nice. Heading out into the west, into the sunset. Beauty. All right. Nice. You're just going to be mindful of people coming the opposite way, or horses and such. Nice. Beauty. Oh, somebody's been dumping their garden waste there. Wow. Well, what can I say? What a great ride. Really good, you know, really long, easy ride, compacted, and I wanted to do it before the rains really started coming in and that get all cut up and all rutted and you'd be slipping and sliding all over the place, which is fine. But you know what, if you can have an easy ride and a glorious ride on a day like today, just, you know, it's just so much better, isn't it? You're going to enjoy it a lot more. I certainly did. And they actually do close that off, and a lot of the trails around here during the winter months. So you know, it's good just to get it done now. So that first, especially that 2/3 of that, I've done that before, so that's actually really good. And it's great. It got a little bit tighter at the end here, but it's still, you know, it's all wiggly a little bit, but you know, it's still easy just to keep on rolling through and get some, you know, good traction there. So that was good. Really enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. And anyway, catch you on the next riding times, whenever that is. Cheers.